Head to come. Get to the back again. What's up, chat? Yeah. We back on stream. But Landon's got energy today. Yeah, Landon's got energy today. Because it's not 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. So excited. Yeah. Lots of good content. Yeah.
If you do that, I'll try and comment on your video. Road to 300K. This is my attempt to make a viral audio. All you gotta do to help out is use this sound. If you do that, I'll try and comment on your video. Road to 300K. Ah! This is my attempt to make a viral. Audio. All you gotta do to help out is use.
Look, I promise I'm gonna try to respond to every single person that uses the audio, and it might take a little bit, so be patient. But I promise I got you. I'll try. How are you doing today, fishing? God, thank you so much for the $10 donation. WA to start off the stream. Thank you so much, fishing God, bro. Let's get your name on the board. My day's going good. How about you, man? Fishing God for the $10 dono. What a goat, man. Starting us off really strong, bro. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that donation. Helps out the channel so much, man. You don't understand. All right, y'all. Everyone comment your names in the chat. Actually, no. Everyone hit that like button. Everyone double tap your screens. And then I'm going to crack open the drink. And you already know. We're going to start shoutouts. I'm about to pretty much post. And you blame me for posting them. Okay. Everyone, hit that like button on the stream. 50 likes, I open up the drink, and we start the stream. You use the sound. Hey, W. I'll respond. I'll comment on it eventually. Trust me. Everyone, hit that like button. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Everyone, hit that like button up top. We're going to open the drink at 50 likes. Start our shout-outs. Thank you so much, guys. I'm trying to get my my audio to have at least 100 videos used by the end of today. So if everyone in this live could use the audio, I'd appreciate that. And you can use it twice if you want to. You can use it twice. You can use it 3 times. Just use it as much as you want. Because the more you use it, honestly, the better chance it has going viral. And then it will actually help you get subscribers too if it goes viral. Anyways, guys. We're almost at 50 likes, guys. Everyone hit that like button up top. Once we're at 50 likes, I'm going to open the drink, and we're going to start doing shout-outs, okay? Everyone hit that like button. Let's go. Thank you so much, Fishing God, for the $10 donation so far. Thank you so much, bro. You guys are goats. Oh, my. Embarrassing. Let's go. You missed the pancake live? Oh, that was a great one. 50 likes. Thank you guys so much. Let's open this up. Oh, yeah! Cheers to starting a new live stream, guys. Let's go. Let's try to get to 280,000. All right, y'all. Let's get some shout-outs going. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button and spam comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout-out. Let's go. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Annabelle. Shout out to Michaela for subscribing. Thank you so much, Micah, for subscribing. Thank you, Anthony, for subscribing. Bro, I do not suck at cooking. Lucilla for subscribing. Bethany for subscribing. Presley for subscribing. Thank you so much. Gavin for subscribing. Let's go, guys. Comment your names in the chat. Hit that subscribe button if you want to shout out. Hey, we hit 277,000 again. Thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button. Spam comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's get to 100 likes on the stream. Shout out to Remy for subscribing. Marcel Dupree. Marcel, thank you so much for the $1 dono. Helps out the channel a lot, man. Thank you so much. Let's get Marcel's name right over here for the $1 dono. Guys, go sub to Marcel right now. Thank you so much, man. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Ivy. Thank you so much, guys. Micah, I just hit 1.1K subs. Hey, W, bro. Guys, go subscribe to Micah. Let's try to get it to 1.2K. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. W, Micah. Let's get his name on the board. Micah with the $2 dono. Helps out the channel a lot, man. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Darcy. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Sophie. Thank you so much, guys. Shout out to Darcelyn for subscribing. Thank you, Naya, for subscribing. Hallie for subscribing. Leah for subscribing. Jade for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Spam, call me your names down in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Sam for subscribing. Shout out to Lila for subscribing. Garrett for subscribing. Jade for subscribing. Samhita for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Alan for subscribing. Shout out to Addie for subscribing. Shout out to Caden for subscribing. Shout out to Maddie for subscribing. Suzanne for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Thank you guys so much. Let's try to get to 100 likes, all right? Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Everyone spam click your screens like this on the stream. Double tap your screens like this. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to 150 likes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys a lot for joining the stream. Everyone hit that subscribe button and call me your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. I'll get to some shout outs in a second here. All right, y'all. If you donate, you get your name on the board as well. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are actually goats, bro. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you so much. Shout out to Brian for subscribing. Shout out to Aubrey for subscribing. Thank you so much. Alan for subscribing. Thank you, Sashka for subscribing. Thank you, Harper for subscribing. Thank you, Jocelyn for subscribing. Thank you, Leah for subscribing. Thank you, Naya for subscribing. Thank you, Landry for subscribing. Thank you, Harper for subscribing. Thank you, Leo, for subscribing. Thank you, Nuriana, for subscribing. Thank you, Stephanie, for subscribing. Thank you, Shelby, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat for a shout out. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Sydney. Shout out to Allie for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Taya for subscribing. Shout out to Avery for subscribing. Layla for subscribing. Summer for subscribing. Kason for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you guys so much for supporting, joining the stream. Really appreciate it, guys. Hit that subscribe button, spam, comment your names in the chat. If you donate, you get your name on the board and a big shout out. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone in the chat, double tap your screens. Everyone in the chat, do this so we can get to 200 likes. Spam, click your screens like this till you see that thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Shout out to JJ for subscribing. Shout out to Taylor for subscribing. Shout out to Sasha for subscribing. Shout out to Jimena for subscribing. Shout out to Carrie for subscribing. Addie for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Brianna for subscribing. Thank you, Lainey, for subscribing. Emily for subscribing. Nia for subscribing. Genesis, thank you for subscribing. Emily, thank you for subscribing. Angelina for subscribing. Lila for subscribing. Jaden for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Avery for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's get to 78,000 subs. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's go. Everyone hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Thank you so much. Let's get to 200 likes, guys. Hit that like button. If you donate, you get your name on the board. Circle. The bigger the donut, the bigger the circle. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Alexis for subscribing. Shout out to Noel for subscribing. Shout out to Tommy for subscribing. Shout out to Amy for subscribing. Shout out to Aria for subscribing. Joyce, thank you for subscribing. Ash, thank you for subscribing. Maya for subscribing. Mason for subscribing. Shout out to Tilly for subscribing. Shout out to Ash for subscribing. Mola for subscribing. Mason, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Nina, for subscribing. Thank you, Lainey, for subscribing. Thank you, Tilly, for subscribing. Thank you, Luke, for subscribing. Thank you, Amelia, for subscribing. Let's go, guys. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Bro, hop off, man. You made my audio. Hey, W. I'll try to comment on it. Guys, everyone, if you donate, you get your name on the board, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. All right, I got to respond to comments later, but anyways, let's go, guys. Spam, comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sophie for subscribing. Shout out to Stella for subscribing. Shout out to Elle for subscribing. Shout out to Millie for subscribing. Shout out to Remington for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harley, for subscribing. Who else, guys? Comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button. Shout out to Ellie for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hallie for subscribing. Thank you, Asher, for subscribing. Thank you, Stella, for subscribing. Thank you, Emily, for subscribing. Thank you, Caden, for subscribing. Thank you, Heston, for subscribing. Thank you, Lily, for subscribing. Thank you, Brielle, for subscribing. Nah, I ignore Hannah and Landry until they're nice. When they're nice, then I respond to them. Shout out to Maya for subscribing. Shout out to Marty for subscribing. Shout out to Ellie for subscribing. Shout out to Avery for subscribing. Shout out to Carly for subscribing. Shout out to Taya for subscribing. Natalie for subscribing. Honestly, I'm this close. I'm low-key this close from taking the mod just for fun. Just like to be like that, you know? Shout out to Ava for subscribing. Edward for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Lucas for subscribing. Jake for subscribing. Abigail, thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much. Everyone hit that like button up top, all right? Everyone hit that like button like this. Everyone hit that like button by this, guys. Spam, click your screens like this. Let's get to 300 likes. All right, Hannah, bye. Bye, Hannah. Bye, Hannah. Bye, Hannah. I'll get a new mod. It's all right. I need new mods, actually. Shout out to Theo for subscribing. Peyton for subscribing. Natalie, thank you for subscribing. Tristan, thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Sophia for subscribing. Charlotte for subscribing. Thank you, Mila for subscribing. Sophie for subscribing. Nick for subscribing. Guys, if you want a shout out, all you got to do is comment your names down in the chat and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Sophia for subscribing. Shout out to Harlow for subscribing. Shout out to Mason for subscribing. Shout out to Cassidy for subscribing. Thank you so much, Ramus, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Annabelle for subscribing. Shout out to Macy for subscribing. Shout out to Harley for subscribing. Shout out to Olivia for subscribing. Shout out to Miriam for subscribing. Shout out to Kaylee for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pepper, for subscribing. Thank you, Natalie, for subscribing. Thank you, Elijah, for subscribing. Thank you, Lou, for subscribing. Thank you, Avery, for subscribing. Annabelle, for subscribing. Marty, for subscribing. Sufan, for subscribing. Zay, for subscribing. Avery, thank you for subscribing. Zaylin, thank you for subscribing. Lily, thank you for subscribing. Addie, thank you for subscribing. Ollie, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Annabelle, for subscribing. Thank you, Asher, for subscribing. Appreciate you guys so much. Everyone hit that subscribe button. Spam comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's go. If you donate, you get your name on the board, guys. Donation equals name on the board. And a big shout out. Thank you guys so much. Let's try to get to 300 likes. Everyone spam click your screens like this. Let's get to 300 likes. Everyone double tap your screens like this. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Where's Drew's mod at? He still has mod. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Shout out to Jasmine for subscribing. Shout out to Caleb for subscribing. Shout out to Aubrey for subscribing. Shout out to Zaylin for subscribing. Shout out to Josh for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Aspen, thank you for subscribing. Hamza for subscribing. Aubrey for subscribing. Thank you so much. Ninja, thank you for subscribing. JJ for subscribing. Kitty for subscribing. Zara for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Nicole for subscribing. Shout out to Jay for subscribing. Hadley for subscribing. Marta for subscribing. Keegan, thank you for subscribing. Nikki, thank you for subscribing. Teal for subscribing. Natalie, thank you for subscribing. Shout out to Nelly for subscribing. Shout out to Sky for subscribing. Brittany for subscribing. Simon for subscribing. Paige, thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. 800 more subscribers for 278. Shout out to Will for subscribing. You got a nugget ice maker? What is that? Shout out to Kason for subscribing. Bailey for subscribing. Karam for subscribing. Danny for subscribing. Ariana for subscribing. Nori for subscribing. Kason for subscribing. Emily, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ethan, for subscribing. Thank you, Maddie, for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout out. Shout out to Landon for subscribing. Netta for subscribing. Cindy for subscribing. Yazan for subscribing. Skylar, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Natasha, for subscribing. Thank you, Kinsley, for subscribing. Guys, spam comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button if you want a shout out. Thank you so much. Let's go, y'all. Let's get to 500 likes on the stream. Let's get to 500 likes. Everyone leave a like on the stream. Shout out to Oliver for subscribing. Shout out to Zoe for subscribing. Shout out to Ava for subscribing. Shout out to Daniel for subscribing. Shout out to May for subscribing. Shout out to Secret for subscribing. I've had Sonic, yeah. Shout out to Alma for subscribing. Shout out to Arctic Fox for subscribing. Shout out to John for subscribing. Shout out to Alma for subscribing. Shout out to Chelsea for subscribing. Shout out to Godwin for subscribing. Shout out to Layla for subscribing. Or Lila. Maya for subscribing. John for subscribing. Thank you so much. Miriam for subscribing. Thank you, Destiny, for subscribing. Thank you, Hade, for subscribing. Thank you, Jacob, for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Spam, comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Let's go. Appreciate you guys so much. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor, guys. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Spam, click your screens like this. Everyone hit that subscribe button. Spam, click your screens like this. Let's get to 500 likes, guys. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to 278,000 subs. Shout out to Sindin for subscribing. Josh for subscribing. Alma for subscribing. Kyla for subscribing. Rye for subscribing. Josh for subscribing. Tatum for subscribing. Clara for subscribing. Thank you, Katayla, for subscribing. Luna, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Sal, for subscribing. Thank you, Josh, for subscribing. Thank you, Manvel, for subscribing. Sai, for subscribing. Aubrey, for subscribing. Bear, for subscribing. Josh, for subscribing. Jalen, for subscribing. Cindy, thank you for subscribing. Emily, thank you for subscribing. Annabelle, for subscribing. Josh, for subscribing. Thank you, Lindley, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Spam, comment your names down in the chat. Let's go, y'all. Let's get to 278,000 subs. Appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to Bailey. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Gavin, for subscribing. Thank you, Zara, for subscribing. Thank you, Daisy, for subscribing. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you, Kira. Thank you, Levi. Thank you, Rose. Let's go, chat. Spam, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button if you want a shout out. Shout out to Brady for subscribing. Johan for subscribing. Layla for subscribing. Moose for subscribing. Winston for subscribing. Shout out to Josh for subscribing. Shout out to Hannah for subscribing. Shout out to Jamie for subscribing. Malin, thank you for subscribing. Dita for subscribing. Rob for subscribing. Caleb, thank you for subscribing. Sam for subscribing. Bella, thank you for subscribing. Angel, thank you for subscribing. Alma for subscribing. Briley for subscribing. Guys, spam, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button if you want a shout out. We're trying to get to 280,000 today. Thank you so much. Let's get to 278, guys. 700 more subs. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor, guys. We're so close to 500 likes. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Spam, click your screens like this. Double tap your screens like this. All right? Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all a lot. If you donate, you get your name on the board, all right? The bigger the donation, the bigger the circle you get around your name. Shout out to Agatha for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mackenzie, for subscribing. Thank you, Savannah, for subscribing. Thank you, Brooke, for subscribing. Thank you, Blaster, for subscribing. Thank you, Hosanna, for subscribing. Or Hosea. Shout out to Lottie. Shout out to Nettie. Shout out to Alma. Shout out to Claw for subscribing. Shout out to Alma. Shout out to Lizzie for subscribing. Hannah's still in here. Cassie for subscribing. I haven't seen her. I would have remodded her by now. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Netta. Shout out to Kai for subscribing. Raven for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Luke for subscribing. Shout out to Sam for subscribing. Luke for subscribing. Maya for subscribing. Sunday for subscribing. Asher for subscribing. Ruby for subscribing. Sadie for subscribing. Agatha for subscribing. Thank you, Jay, for subscribing. Kendall for subscribing. Camilla for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Spam, comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone hit that like button. Let's try to get to 600 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Shout out to Sophia for subscribing. Jules for subscribing. Andy for subscribing. Raylan for subscribing. Thank you, Bryce, for subscribing. Thank you, Kim, for subscribing. Thank you, Xavier, for subscribing. Thank you, Dale for subscribing. Aaliyah for subscribing. Xavier for subscribing. David for subscribing. Liam, thank you for subscribing. Anna for subscribing. Serene for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much. Let's get 600 more subscribers for 278,000 subs. Let's go. Shout out to Serene for subscribing. Shout out to Shelby for subscribing. Shout out to Gail. Shout out to Royal for subscribing. Thank you so much, Santi, for subscribing. Shout out to Morgan for subscribing. Shout out to Presley for subscribing. Shout out to Freddie for subscribing. Shout out to Emmy for subscribing. Shout out to Brody for subscribing. Shout out to Ethan for subscribing. Shout out to Olivia for subscribing. Shout out to Sarah for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If you donate, you get your name on the board. Donate, you get your name on the board. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Spam, click your screens like this. Spam, click your screens like this. Let's get to 600 more subs. Or 600 subscribe or likes. If you guys subscribe and comment your names in the chat, I'll give you a shout out. Shout out to Sam for subscribing. Shout out to Luke for subscribing. We're trying to get to 280,000 today. Shout out to Jackson for subscribing. Jana for subscribing. Snack for subscribing. Emily for subscribing. Thank you, Joseph, for subscribing. Thank you, Eden, for subscribing. Thank you, Elizabeth, for subscribing. Thank you, Jackson, for subscribing. Thank you, Maya, for subscribing. Thank you, Kennedy, for subscribing. Thank you, Pearl, for subscribing. Thank you, Sophie, for subscribing. Delilah, for subscribing. Thank you, Rosaria, for subscribing. Rose, for subscribing. Emma, for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Spam, comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Thank you so much. Here, chat, I got you. Hey, thank you so much. 10KO. 10KO for the $2 donation. Thank you so much. Let's get your name on the board for the $2 donation. 10KO. Appreciate you so much, man. Let's get your name on here. Big shout out to you. Guys, go subscribe to them right now. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat for a shout out, guys. Let's go. We need 500 more subs for 278. Shout out to Kyle for subscribing. Delida for subscribing. Mark Parker for subscribing. Mario for subscribing. Daim for subscribing. Adam for subscribing. Freya for subscribing. Casper for subscribing. Parker, thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Comment your names in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout out. Shout out to Jacob. Shout out to Paige. Shout out to Chase. Shout out to Dree. Shout out to Lexi for subscribing. Shout out to Aubrey for subscribing. Shout out to Omar for subscribing. Shout out to Kenya for subscribing. Joy for subscribing. Carmela for subscribing. Tyrese for subscribing. Helga for subscribing. Thank you so much. Nevea for subscribing. You're unsubscribing? I'm sorry about that. Hey, shout out to Mora for subscribing. Shout out to Addie for subscribing. Shout out to Hope for subscribing. Josiah for subscribing. Jono for subscribing. Milo for subscribing. Brooks for subscribing. Mila for subscribing. Danny for subscribing. Dua for subscribing. Cora for subscribing. James for subscribing. Everyone hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor and double click your screens like this. Everyone hit that like button. Spam click your screens till you see that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 700 likes. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Give me 1 second. I'll get back to the shoutouts in 1 second, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. If you donate, you get your name on the board, guys. Donation, you get your name on the board. Bigger the donut, bigger the circle around your name. And then $50 is name on my hand in Sharpie. $100 I'll do a front flip onto my bed. $200 you get your name on my wall. $300 I'll give you a shout out in my community. 400 is, what was 400? I don't know. And then 500 is a hear me out. But yeah. Shout out to Joseph for subscribing. Shout out to Jazzy for subscribing. Shout out to Auntie for subscribing. Shout out to August for subscribing. Shout out to Melody for subscribing. Shout out to Violet for subscribing. Thank you so much, Amelia, for subscribing. Thank you, Bailey, for subscribing. Thank you, Kens, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat for a shout out. Thank you so much. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Alice for subscribing. Luna for subscribing. Jordan for subscribing. Shout out to Charlie for subscribing. Shout out to Hareem for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Grave for subscribing. Jordan for subscribing. Carmela for subscribing. Sunday for subscribing. Thank you so much. Ellie Kate for subscribing. Sean for subscribing. Gaia for subscribing. King for subscribing. Rosarita for subscribing. Ron for subscribing. Alexis for subscribing. Let's go, guys. Comment your names down in the chat and hit that subscribe button if you want a shout out. Shout out to Izzy for subscribing. Damien for subscribing. Christian for subscribing. Lavea, thank you for subscribing. Maria for subscribing. Roman for subscribing. Rebone for subscribing. If you donate, you get your name on the board, guys. Thank you so much. Bro, where is Hannah? I would have remodded her. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I'm going to do more. Let me get a new page, guys. Let me get a new page. New page, and then I'll do more shout-outs. New page, I'll do more shout-outs. Everyone hit that like button. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button. We're 350 subscribers away from 278, which is absolutely insane, guys. Let's get there. I didn't see her commenting at all. I didn't see Hannah. Hold on, guys. Let me get a new page. Shoot. Are we getting out of paper? Chat, we're low-key out of paper. We're almost out of paper, guys. Spam, comment your names in the chat. Hit that subscribe button if you want a shout-out. Let's go. Who wants a shout-out, guys? Calling your names down in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. No, I was looking for her, Landry. I promise I didn't see it. Shout out to Emma for subscribing. Ethan for subscribing. JC for subscribing. Sky for subscribing. Ethan for subscribing. Melody for subscribing. Ashley for subscribing. Lila for subscribing. Thank you so much. Emerson for subscribing. Evie for subscribing. Sky for subscribing. Ella for subscribing. Kinley for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout to Mason. Shout to Zara. Shout to Ali for subscribing. Isabel for subscribing. Roses for subscribing. Sky for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Ruby for subscribing. Emmanuel for subscribing. Lincoln for subscribing. Spam comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button if you want to shout out. We're 300 subs away from 278,000, guys. Thank you so much. If you donate, you get your name on the board. The bigger the donation, the bigger the circle around your name, and you get a huge shout out. Thank you guys so much. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shout out to DM for subscribing, Nevea for subscribing, Taylor for subscribing, Lex for subscribing, Maximo for subscribing, Zach for subscribing, Fiem for subscribing, Zara for subscribing, Elena for subscribing, Ali for subscribing, Catherine for subscribing, Brian for subscribing, William for subscribing. Thank you so much. Mimi for subscribing. Thank you, Athena, for subscribing. Yo! Thank you so much, man, for the $1 donation. Really appreciate you. Let's get your name on the board. Man, for the $1 dono, W. Guys, go subscribe to him right now. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Charlie, thank you so much, Charlie Rays, for the $1 donation. Charlie, let's get your name on here as well. Guys, if you also want your name on the board, all you got to do is donate. Go subscribe to Charlie, guys, for the $1 donation. Thank you so much, man. Your name's on the board. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Spam, comment your names in the chat. Chief, thank you so much, Chief, for the $1 donation. Chief, let's get your name on here as well. Chief, for the $1 donation. Guys, go subscribe to him as well. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. We are less than 200 subs away from 278. Let's go. Shout out to Juliana for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Dasha for subscribing. Matthew for subscribing. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be having the craziest long form video come out, guys. I think y'all are going to like it a lot. It's a 7-day challenge, and you have the possibility of winning a gift card. So, yeah, you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for that. Shout out to Trevor for subscribing. Blair for subscribing. Liliana for subscribing. Trey, thank you for subscribing. You made a short using the sound? All right, I can't comment right now, but I'll get a comment eventually. Trust. Shout out to Trevor for subscribing. Jordan, thank you for subscribing. Madison for subscribing. Where are you going for vacation? I'm not going to say right now. Shout out to Leah for subscribing. What's up, Maddie? Shout out to Emmy for subscribing. Thank you so much. Zaina for subscribing. Dasha for subscribing. W. Guys, road to 300K. Let's get it. Shout out to Sophia. Let's get to 278, guys. If you hit that subscribe button and comment your names down in the chat, I will give you a shout out, guys. Thank you so much. You're so enthusiastic. I try. Joe, thank you so much, Joe, for the $2 donation. What's up, man? And Chief, you're up to $2 donated. And Joe, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Let's get your name on the board. Thank you so much, guys. If you also, oh my goodness, and Zainari or Zion, thank you so much for the donation. Zion, let's get your name on here for the $2 donation, guys. Comment your names in the chat. Hit that subscribe button if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Madison for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Hugo for subscribing. Nadia, Nathan. If you guys want a shout out, all you got to do is comment your names down in the chat and hit that subscribe button, guys. We're trying to get to 280,000 today, which would be insane. Yo, Salma. Thank you so much, Salma, for the $2 donation. Appreciate you so much, Salma. Let's get your name on the board. Guys, if you donate, you get your name on the board. Salma for $2. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Jenny or Lennon for subscribing. Shout out to Nick for subscribing. Ernest for subscribing. Lulu for subscribing. Thank you so much, Hugo, for subscribing. Saher for subscribing. Anos for subscribing. Chief, thank you so much, Chief and Man, for the $2 and $1 donation. Let's see. Man is up to, where is he? Man over here is up to $3. Chief, you are up to $3 as well. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my goodness. And Minsu, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Let's get your name on the board. Minsu for $2. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Thank you guys so much for donating. 278,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. That is absolutely insane. Let's try to get to 279. All right, I'm going to hop off. All right, if you see or hear from Hannah, tell her that I'll remod her. Shout out to Faith for subscribing. Blueberry, thank you so much, Blue, for the $1 donation. Let's get your name on the board, guys. I'm going to be doing shout-outs after I get his name on the board. Comment your names in the chat for a shout-out. Thank you so much. Blue for the $1 donation. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout-out. Let's go. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Shout out to Riley for subscribing. Carly for subscribing. Isla for subscribing. Amelia, thank you so much, Amelia, for the $1 donation as well. Amelia, let's get your name on the board. You guys are actually awesome. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat for a shout-out. Let's go. Let's get back to some shout-outs, guys. Comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button for a shout-out. Let's go. Shout out to Alexis for subscribing. Nathan for subscribing. Oh, you're back. You're back. I see here now. Landry just left, bro. Shout out to Embry for subscribing. Shout out to Nathan for subscribing. Thank you, Ruby, for subscribing. Thank you, Harper, for subscribing. Asinit for subscribing. Thank you, Elliot, for subscribing. Siri for subscribing. Xavier for subscribing. Eliana for subscribing. Thank you, DM, for subscribing. Thank you, Salama. Salama, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate you. Let's get your name. Where were you? Salma, right here. Thank you so much for that $1 donation or $2 donation. You're up to $4 donated. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Lily for subscribing. Thank you so much. What's up, Drew? What's up? Shout out to Zahira for subscribing. Nico for subscribing. Thank you, Lily, for subscribing. Oliver for subscribing. Lukey for subscribing. May for subscribing. Daniela for subscribing. Thank you so much. Madison for subscribing. Thank you, Jace, for subscribing. Thank you, Nico, for subscribing. Shout out to you, Heat, for subscribing. You hit 40K. A W, bro. W. Shout out to Keon for subscribing. May for subscribing. Chloe for subscribing. Rhea for subscribing. Lynn, thank you for subscribing. Sophie, thank you for subscribing. Andy for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. You're not going to want to miss the vacation content, guys. I'm going on vacation tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. And I have a long-form video coming out. You have the possibility of getting a gift card, possibly. So you're not going to want to miss that long-form video in the next couple of days. So hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat if you want a shout-out. Thank you so much. Hi, sorry it's not that much. No, Addie, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Addie, really appreciate that. Let's get your name on the board for $2. Thank you so much for that donation. Very generous of you. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Hey, big shout out to Drew for the $1 donation. Thank you so much. Guys, go subscribe to Drew. Drew for the $1 dono. Thank you so much, man. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's get to 279,000 subscribers. Let's go. Shout out to Destiny for subscribing. Thank you so much. Roach for subscribing. Thank you, Bew, for subscribing. Thank you, Davis, for subscribing. Thank you, Andy, for subscribing. Alina, for subscribing. Thank you, Lexi, for subscribing. Thank you, Ava, for subscribing. Soles, for subscribing. Moya, for subscribing. Zine, for subscribing. Man, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Let's get your name or your amount updated to $5. Thank you so much for all the support, bro. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat. Oh, Bo, thank you for the sub. Let's go, chat. We're 700 subs away from 279. Everyone, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shout out to Jalen for subscribing. Shout out to Austin for subscribing. Shout out to Dare for subscribing. 280 today, yes, hopefully. Shout out to Bentley for subscribing. Ryan for subscribing. Bryson for subscribing. Ethan for subscribing. Jay for subscribing. Levi, thank you for subscribing. Ken's for subscribing. BJ for subscribing. Alina for subscribing. Soph for subscribing. Thank you so much. Levi for subscribing. Baco for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Dare for subscribing. Taylor for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat if you want to shout out. I post daily content. You're not going to want to miss any of it, all right? Shout out to Leon for subscribing. Nadia for subscribing. May for subscribing. Thank you so much, guys. Shout out to Selena. Shout out to Hudson. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to Dasha. Maya. TT. Raya. Thank you for subscribing. Willow. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Thank you so much for all the support. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor, guys. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Double tap your screens like this. Everyone spam click your screens. Let's get to 1,000 likes, guys. Let's go. Thank you so much for all the support. If you donate, you get your name on the board. Appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to Andy for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Maya for subscribing. Shout out to Mackenzie for subscribing. Thank you, Andy, for subscribing. Zeed for subscribing. Ruthie for subscribing. Thank you, Lynn, for subscribing. Thank you, Silas, for subscribing. Amelia, thank you for subscribing. Alexis for subscribing. Tuva for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much. Malik for subscribing. Peyton for subscribing. Amelia for subscribing. Michael, thank you for subscribing. Kinley, thank you for subscribing. Linda for subscribing. Junior for subscribing. Kareem for subscribing. Thank you so much. Noah for subscribing. Rihanna for subscribing. Thank you, Andrew, for subscribing. Thank you, Conan, for subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. I am not calming down. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Spam click your screens like this, guys. Spam click your screens like this. Let's get to 1.1K likes, guys. Spam your screens like that. Thank you so much. Let's go, y'all. We're 500 subs away. 500 subscribers away from 279,000. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat if you want to shout out and if you want to be a part of this amazing journey to 300K. I post daily content. I think you guys will like the content. I'm starting to get into a lot of long form videos, all right? The long form videos are going to be awesome. This next one, you have a chance of getting a gift card, possibly, which would be insane. So, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Let's go. 500 more subs, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm also doing a gift card giveaway at 300K subs, so make sure you hit that subscribe button not to miss it. Shout out to Ali, shout out to Lexi, shout out to Jackson for subscribing, Blaze for subscribing, Lloyd for subscribing, Ali for subscribing. Shout out to Haroon for subscribing, shout out to Remy for subscribing. Your mom's getting on to you because you're picking on me? Olivia for subscribing, Aster for subscribing, and Ande for subscribing, Diana for subscribing, Lily for subscribing, Zoe for subscribing. Man, thank you so much, man, for the $2 donation. W's in the chat. Thank you so much, bro. Let's update your amount to $7. Guys, if you also want your name on the board, all you got to do is donate. Guys, look how many people have donated. You guys are all W's. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Sam for subscribing, Franche for subscribing, Lily for subscribing, Jason for subscribing, Andy for subscribing, Miles for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Lynn for subscribing. That's funny, Hannah. Shout out to Andrea for subscribing, Azan for subscribing, Adeline for subscribing, Wyatt for subscribing, Lexi for subscribing, Felix for subscribing. Shout out to Andrea for subscribing. Shout out to Rebecca for subscribing. Shout out to Victor for subscribing. Shout out to Draco for subscribing. Shout out to Lily for subscribing. Thank you so much. Firefly for subscribing. Joel for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. We're trying to get to 279. You are an amazing person. I subbed. Yo, Carteen, that means so much. Thank you so much. Shout out to Wyatt for subscribing. Shout out to Tom for subscribing. Akram for subscribing. Nico for subscribing. Gio for subscribing. Iris for subscribing. Serene for subscribing. Baby Sasha for subscribing. Keller, thank you for subscribing. Eva, thank you for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Let's go, y'all. Y'all are amazing. Everyone in the chat, double tap your screens like this. Let's get to 1.2K likes. Spam click your screens like this. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. All right. Let's get to 279. Shout out to Corella for subscribing. John for subscribing. Delilah for subscribing. Melody for subscribing. Bryn, thank you for subscribing. Lynn, thank you for subscribing. Lodu for subscribing. Lila for subscribing. Natalie for subscribing. Man, thank you so much for another $2 donation. Really appreciate you, man. You're up to $9. You're up to $9 donated. Guys, go subscribe to him right now. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat if you want to shout out. We are 400 subs away from 279, which is insane, guys. Shout out to Peyton for subscribing. Shout out to Sadie for subscribing. Jackson for subscribing. Natalie for subscribing. Serene for subscribing. Kaylin for subscribing. Kylie for subscribing. Maria for subscribing. Emily for subscribing. Tinley for subscribing. Maggie for subscribing. JJ for subscribing. Ella for subscribing. Isaac, thank you for subscribing. Zolki for subscribing. Colt for subscribing. Jasmine for subscribing. Elise for subscribing. Summer for subscribing. Canyon for subscribing. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat if you want to shout out. I post daily content. I'm sure you will probably like it. So hit that sub button if you want. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to set 279,000. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Shout out to Kayleen for subscribing, Hattie for subscribing, Elise for subscribing, Lola for subscribing, Kayla for subscribing, Logan for subscribing, Haven for subscribing, Rabia for subscribing, Antonella for subscribing, Tyler for subscribing, Fishing Joe for subscribing, Ainsley for subscribing. Thank you, Cosmos, for subscribing. Thank you, Keller, for subscribing. Thank you, Max, for subscribing. Thank you, Mason, for subscribing. Thank you, Katza, for subscribing. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, David, for subscribing. Thank you, Keller, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. We're 300 subscribers away from 279, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. You love this stream. I'm so glad you love the stream. We do them pretty much every day if I can, guys. So make sure you hit that sub button, comment your names in the chat. With the exception of tomorrow, I don't know if I can. I'm going to try the stream. But it's a travel day, so I don't know. Shout out to Kira. Shout out to Madison. Shout out to Millie. Shout out to Jonna for subscribing. Shout out to Carson for subscribing. Roxy for subscribing. Kayla for subscribing. Zach, thank you for subscribing. Anilk for subscribing. Charlie for subscribing. Cash for subscribing. Carson for subscribing. Hunter for subscribing. Anna for subscribing, Maya for subscribing, Lila for subscribing, Kevin for subscribing, Mona for subscribing, Sadie for subscribing, Danny for subscribing, Leslie for subscribing, Ellie for subscribing, Danny for subscribing, Jet for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button, comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support. If you donate, you get your name on the board and a big shout out. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out, guys. Of your parents' defense. I'm gonna go watch that after this. Yo, IGZUZ, man, thank you so much for another $2 donation. You're up to $11, man. Man is the top donator of the stream so far. Let's make his circle bigger. Man, for $11 donated, thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Thank you so much, y'all. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Let's get to 279. Thank you so much. Shout out to Serena. Shout out to Isabella for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Kira for subscribing. Owen for subscribing. I am so sweet, Hannah. Shout out to Ellie for subscribing. Sarah for subscribing. Hadley for subscribing. Libby for subscribing. Owen for subscribing. Fleor for subscribing. Kevin for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Caitlin for subscribing. Dylan for subscribing. Knox for subscribing. Libby for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Faiza for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Nalim for subscribing. Faiza for subscribing. Addie for subscribing. Zoe for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Yo, thank you so much for another $2 donation, bro. You're up to $13 donated. Appreciate you so much. If you get up to $50 donated, you get your name on my hand. $50 is name on my hand. Shout out to Sky for subscribing. Rodina for subscribing. Kai for subscribing. Mila for subscribing. Zach for subscribing. Kata for subscribing. Lyric for subscribing. Kiara for subscribing. Kylan for subscribing. Mila for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Maddie for subscribing. Zach for subscribing. Aline for subscribing. I'm 15. Shout out to Shion for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Elise for subscribing. Man, thank you so much for another $2 dono. Dude, you're insane. You're at $15 donated. Thank you so much for $15 donated to the channel. Really appreciate your support to the channel, bro. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Drew, thank you so much, Drew, for another $1 donation. Let's get Drew's name on the board. Oh, wait, he's already on. For $2, Drew, thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. We're getting so close to 279. I'm going to do a lot of shout outs. Let's get 200 more subs for 279. Let's go. Yo, man, thank you so much for another $2 donation. Appreciate you, bro. You're up to 17. Guys, hit that sub button. Let's go. Shout out to Sophia for subscribing. Shout out to Riley for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Tomikio. Joshin, thank you so much for the $1 dono. Let's get Joshin's name on the board. For $1. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat for a shout out. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Shout out to Bristol for subscribing. Shout out to Ishal for subscribing. Shout out to Willow for subscribing. Iris for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Jack for subscribing. Dara for subscribing. Andy for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Eli for subscribing. Tomokio for subscribing. Dara, thank you for subscribing. Jetty for subscribing. Fishy for subscribing. Elzo for subscribing. Mackenzie for subscribing. Leba for subscribing. Tyler for subscribing. Bro, your mom's in here? Bro, don't time her out. I'm going to unmod you if you time out your mom. Shout out to Rakeem for subscribing. Hey, Hannah's mom. W. Hannah's mom for joining the stream. Shout out to Beth for subscribing. Shout out to Eli for subscribing. Shout out to Baba for subscribing. Shiloh, thank you for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Carter for subscribing. Cash for subscribing. Thank you, Nerve for subscribing. Ryan for subscribing. Blaze for subscribing. Ali for subscribing. Lila for subscribing. Yo, man, thank you so much for another $2 donation, man. Appreciate you so much, bro. You're up to $19. You're insane. If you get to 50, you get your name on my hand for 50. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat if you want to shout out. We're 100 subs away from 279. That is absolutely insane, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Don't listen to my daughter. She just picks on you. Okay, I won't listen to her. Shout out to Jay for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ibrahim for subscribing. Thank you so much, Tamara. Thank you so much, man, for another $2 donation. You're up to $21. Dude, man, you're insane. You keep doing $2. Guys, hit that sub button. Let's go. Let's get to 279. Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Skylar for subscribing. Sadie for subscribing. Addie for subscribing. Otto for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Adam, thank you for subscribing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 100 more subs, guys. 100 more. Shout out to James for subscribing. Shout out to Andy for subscribing. Cupid for subscribing. Tori for subscribing. Magical for subscribing. Riley for subscribing. Rebecca for subscribing. America for subscribing. Thank you so much. Kingston for subscribing. Rory for subscribing. Jada for subscribing. Yo, Jada, I saw you hit 100K. That's insane, bro. Shout out to Alti for subscribing. Salute for subscribing. How are you not that how are you not whatever it's called? Verified. Let's go, guys. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Definitely hitting 280. Hey, hopefully, man. Man, thank you so much for another $2 donation. You're up to $23 donated. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Addison for subscribing. Shout out to Andy for subscribing. Thank you so much, Addison, for subscribing again. Blakely for subscribing. Appreciate you. Today's your birthday. Hey, W, bro. Happy birthday. Shout out to Mia for subscribing. Otto for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Shout out to Elena for subscribing. Logan for subscribing. Shout out to Tyrone for subscribing. Sita for subscribing. Logan for subscribing. Otto for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Susie. Shout out to this girl named Jayla. I think is her name. Hit 100K. Shout out to Eslin for subscribing. Andy for subscribing. Bianca for subscribing. Choso for subscribing. Shout out to Ali for subscribing. Miguel for subscribing. Juliet for subscribing. Shout out to Netta for subscribing. Shout out to Evelyn for subscribing. Millie for subscribing. Pepper's mom for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. We're 20 subs away, guys. Oh, yeah, there's Jada right there. Yeah, why aren't you verified, Jada? Shout out to Brandon for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Isabel for subscribing. Eggy Boy for subscribing. Shout out to Tommy for subscribing. Emma for subscribing. Yo! My boy Minsu. W, bro. Thank you so much, man, as well. Minsu and Man, both with the $2. Man is up to $25 and Minsu is up to $4. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate these donations. Guys, hit that subscribe button. We're getting so close. Oh my gosh. 279,000 subscribers. You guys are insane, y'all. 279,000. Thank you guys so much for all the support. This is insane, bro. We're 1,000 subs away from 280. If we can get to 280 by the end of today, that would be absolutely crazy, bro. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Double type your screens like this. Let's get to 1.5K likes. Everyone spam click your screens like this, all right? Spam click your screens. Thank you so much. We're going to get back to some shoutouts in just a second. I just need a quick breath. Give me like 30 seconds, chat. 30 seconds, I'm going to get back to doing shout-outs, give you guys all shout-outs. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys so much, bro. Man, thank you so much, man, for the $2 donation. Appreciate you, bro. All right, y'all. You're up to 27, man. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Let's get back to doing some shout outs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Shout out to Mia for subscribing. Thank you so much, Mia. Shout out to Roman for subscribing. Jeremiah for subscribing. Bethany for subscribing. Guys, if you donate, you get your name on the board. Thank you so much to those who already have. Lisa, thank you for subscribing. Jay for subscribing. Gemma for subscribing. Leah for subscribing. Ree for subscribing. Brielle for subscribing. Callie for subscribing. Blake for subscribing. Man, thank you so much for another $1 donation. Dude, you're up to 28 bucks. If you donate 22 more, then you'll get your name on my hand, bro. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler for subscribing. Shout out to Blakely for subscribing. Shout out to Noah for subscribing. Barry for subscribing. Bell for subscribing. Ray for subscribing. Blakely for subscribing. Kira for subscribing. Mia for subscribing. Melissa for subscribing. Thank you so much, man, for another $2 donation. Really appreciate you, bro. You're up to 30 bucks. 20 more dollars, you'll get to 50. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Louisa for subscribing. Shout out to Addie for subscribing. Keelan for subscribing. Jenny for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Cherry. Shout out to Addie. Shout out to Kylie or Callie. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Harper. Shout out to Miles for subscribing. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Con. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Callie. Thank you so much for another $2 donation, man. You're up to 32 bucks. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's go. Shout out to Weston. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Emma. Shout out to Ronnie. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Mararo for subscribing. Shout out to Scarlett for subscribing. Shout out to Mia for subscribing. Shout out to Calvin for subscribing. Shout out to Jenny for subscribing. Shout out to Maddie for subscribing. Shout out to Lulu for subscribing. Iyad for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Let's get to 280,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely insane. Then we'll be only 20,000 away from 300K. I've never thought in my life I would get this far, bro. Like, there's no way. Shout out to Azra for subscribing. Rosie for subscribing. Mr. Relatable for subscribing. Ali for subscribing. Jenny for subscribing. Elise for subscribing. Louisa for subscribing. Jenny for subscribing. Jay for subscribing. Jenny again for subscribing. Piper for subscribing. Ty for subscribing. Miley for subscribing. Chloe for subscribing. Thank you, Ivan for subscribing. Nidal for subscribing. Kate for subscribing. Blakely for subscribing. I know we are close. Shout out to Prue for subscribing. Andrea for subscribing. Mim for subscribing. Isla for subscribing. Elo for subscribing. Zoe for subscribing. Bethany for subscribing. Savannah for subscribing. Guys, if you hit that sub button, comment your names down in the chat, then you get a shout out. We're trying to get to 280,000 today, so I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go, y'all. Shout out to Angie for subscribing. Shout out to Ellis for subscribing. Benny for subscribing. Dalma for subscribing. Daisy for subscribing. Messi for subscribing. Bale for subscribing. Ralph for subscribing. KJ for subscribing. What are you laughing at? Sophia for subscribing. Daisy for subscribing. Radian kind of sent me the video that you made. Shout out to Man for subscribing. Thank you so much for another $2 donation, man. You're up to $34. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Your name was Misu, right? Hey, you're up to, thank you so much, Misu. You're up to $9 donated. Really appreciate you, man. Guys, go subscribe to them. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out, guys. Shout out to Joda for subscribing. Shout out to Carolyn for subscribing. Chloe for subscribing. Amu for subscribing. Aria for subscribing. Kinsley for subscribing. Jay for subscribing. Ari for subscribing. Barbie for subscribing. Melissa for subscribing. Evelyn for subscribing. Thank you, Layla, for subscribing. Thank you, Clay, for subscribing. Thank you, Martha, for subscribing. Thank you, Con, for subscribing. Thank you, Man, for subscribing. Let's go. Man, thank you so much for another $2 donation. You're up to $36 donated. Appreciate you. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's try and get to 280,000. Minsu, A.W. Minsu for another $2 donation. Minsu, thank you so much. You're up to $11. You're getting here. Let's make your circle bigger since you're up to 11. Minsu, honestly, you're getting closer to man. You're second most donated on the board. Second most donated. Let's get Minsu right here. Minsu and man are kind of battling it out for top donator. Oh my goodness, Minsu with another $1 donation. Thank you so much. You're up to $12 donated. Guys, hit that subscribe button, comment your names in the chat. Oh, and man responds back. Man is up to 38. Guys, hit that sub button, comment your names in the chat for a shout out. I'm going to try to get some shout outs going. Shout out to Jason, shout out to Blake, shout out to Mia, shout out to Daniel, shout out to Dina, shout out to Mia, shout out to Hannah, shout out to Boy of Genius, shout out to Henry, shout out to Mia. Oh my goodness, man, thank you so much for another $2 donation. You're up to $40 donated. Appreciate you so much. You're 10 away from getting your name on my hand. Guys, hit that subscribe button, comment your names in the chat. We are 800 subscribers away from 280,000 subscribers. That is absolutely wild, unbelievable. Never thought I would get here. Shout out to Leita for subscribing, Lily for subscribing, Lanaj for subscribing. Thank you so much, Minsu, for another $1 dono. You're up to $13 donated. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button, comment your names down in the chat. And man, with another $2 donation, man, you're up to $42 donated. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button, comment your names down in the chat if you want to shout out. Shout out to Daisy for subscribing, Colin for subscribing, Nayla for subscribing, Tori for subscribing, Serene for subscribing. Thank you, Devin, Darwin for subscribing, Melissa for subscribing, Elena for subscribing, Justin for subscribing, Mark for subscribing. Thank you so much. Joe Scoo for subscribing, Melissa for subscribing. Yo, man, with another $2 donation. Thank you so much for $44 donated. You're 6 away. Bro, I am innocent, Hannah. Shout out to Katie for subscribing, Benny for subscribing, Vinny for subscribing, Dat Boy for subscribing. Thank you, Janet for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button, comment your names down in the chat for a shout out. Appreciate you guys so much. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. If you haven't liked up the shorts for the day, then you go like them up. Oh my goodness, man, with a $20 donation. Thank you so much for $20 donated. You are absolutely insane. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. You're up to $64, dude. Thank you so much, bro. This means the world to me, bro, and it helps out the channel so much. Let's get your name on my hand for $50 donated. If you get to 100, I'll do a front flip for 100. Man, your name's on my hand. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. We're 800 subs away from 280. I'm not gonna lie, I have a headache now. I just screamed. Shout out to Zara for subscribing. Shout out to Benny for subscribing. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Shout out to Parker. Shout out to Zach. Shout out to Arya. Shout out to Louie. Shout out to Zach again for subscribing. Shout out to Maggie. Shout out to Angelina for subscribing. Godwin for subscribing. Max for subscribing. Thank you so much. Nevaeh for subscribing. Rio for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Anita for subscribing. Zara for subscribing. Ryan for subscribing. Thank you, Jason, for subscribing. Thank you, Asina, for subscribing. Thank you, Byrne, for subscribing. Thank you, Townsend for subscribing. Thank you, Maggie, for subscribing. Thank you so much, Liam, for subscribing. Ariana, for subscribing. Thank you, Saran, for subscribing. Ivan, for subscribing. Oh, your name's Ivan. Dude, his name's Ivan, guys. Let's get his name to Ivan. Ivan. W. Ivan, bro. Let me write Ivan on my hand instead of a man. All right, there we go. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sloan. Shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Con. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to Ariel. Shout out to Aria for subscribing. Shout out to Chill Guy for subscribing. Shout out to Leela for subscribing. Shout out to Ella for subscribing. Shout out to Gio for subscribing. Shout out to Lucy for subscribing. Thank you so much. Ariel for subscribing. Tesla for subscribing. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names in the chat. We are 700 subs away from 280,000, which is insane. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Caden for subscribing. Shout out to Troy for subscribing. Logan for subscribing. Avani for subscribing. Shout out to Avani again for subscribing. Rana for subscribing. Logan for subscribing. Thank you so much. Guys, if you want a shout out, all you got to do is comment your names down in the chat and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Livy for subscribing. Colin for subscribing. Eli for subscribing. Ella for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Pola for subscribing. Colin for subscribing. John for subscribing. Andy for subscribing. Adir for subscribing. Finn for subscribing. Melissa for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Youssef for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Dash for subscribing. Larissa for subscribing. Toma for subscribing. Let's go, y'all. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much for all the support. Shout out to Ozzy for subscribing. Rain for subscribing. Natalie for subscribing. Luca for subscribing. Catherine, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Robin, for subscribing. Thank you, Catherine, again for subscribing. Thank you, Gorilla, for subscribing. Pio for subscribing. Gorilla, again, for subscribing. Josiah for subscribing. Romeo for subscribing. Luca for subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Spam click your screens like this. Double tap your screens till you see that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 1.7K likes. Thank you guys so much. You guys are goats, bro. You guys are actually insane. I'm going to post another short after this live stream. So make sure you stay tuned for all the shorts that I post after the live. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat for shout-outs. We're doing more shout-outs. We are 650 subs away from 280. 280 is our goal for tonight. Shout out to Flora for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Louie for subscribing. You're back. All right, bet. Shout out to Gabby for subscribing. William, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Valeri, for subscribing. Thank you, Gabby, for subscribing. Thank you, Rain, for subscribing. Thank you, Cuckoo, for subscribing. Thank you, Henry, for subscribing. Thank you, Murphy, for subscribing. Thank you, Akir, for subscribing. Thank you, Iris, for subscribing. Willem, for subscribing. Lily, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much for all the support, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Carter for subscribing. Shout out to Talon for subscribing. Lily for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Are you at school? No. Shout out to Catherine for subscribing. Zana for subscribing. Cade for subscribing. Benny for subscribing. Avery for subscribing. Let's go, y'all. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Lulu. Shout out to Rain. Thank you guys so much. Guys, should I design a t-shirt that can be purchased? Like, if I make a cool t-shirt, would y'all want it? I need help on the design, guys. What do I design? If you donate, you get your name on the board, y'all. Donate, you get your name on the board. Thank you so much. Shout out to Gigi for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Shrek for subscribing. I'm not doing that, Hannah. Shout out to Wesley. Shout out to Clara. Shout out to Dontre. Shout out to Clara. Shout out to Malenka for subscribing. Shout out to Kennedy for subscribing. Shout out to Valeri for subscribing. Shout out to Mia for subscribing. Youssef, thank you for subscribing. Are you 18? No. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to Rory for subscribing. Shanella for subscribing. Fatima for subscribing. Charlie for subscribing. Clara for subscribing. Bob for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to Maddox. Shout out to Rory. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Devin. Shout out to Adam. Let's go, y'all. Shout out to Seed. Shout out to Taylor. Shout out to Melinda. Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Shanella. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to Rachel. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Appreciate you guys so much. I think you should make a summer verse from the Bible and put a shell. Cross on the back and front. Alright, I see where you're going. Shout out to Oscar for subscribing. Thank you so much, Oscar. Shout out to Dash Free for subscribing. Thank you, Carter, for subscribing. Thank you, Jessica, for subscribing. Thank you, Chanela, for subscribing. All right, bet. Shout out to Rain for subscribing. Parker for subscribing. Max for subscribing. Addison, thank you for subscribing. I'm like 5'11". Shout out to Isabella for subscribing. Shout out to Addison for subscribing. Shout out to Walker for subscribing. Shout out to Addison for subscribing. Tom for subscribing. 600 more subscribers, guys. Shout out to Macy for subscribing. Erica for subscribing. Ellie for subscribing. Skylar, thank you for subscribing. Amina, thank you for subscribing. Rahik for subscribing. Dusty for subscribing. Hayden for subscribing. Thank you, Jackson, for subscribing. Thank you, Raheel for subscribing. Mimi for subscribing. Maya for subscribing. Walker for subscribing. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. If you want a shout out, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all so much for supporting the channel, y'all. I post daily shorts. I do weekly long form videos and daily live streams, y'all. You don't want to miss all the content I post. Chat, after this, everyone in the chat, you should use this audio once you get off stream. No way, my laptop died. My laptop. All right, anyways, guys, hold on. I need to find my charger real quick. Guys, look. If you donate, you get your name on the board, guys. Anyways, everyone go like this short and go use this sound. This is my attempt to make a viral audio. All you got to do to help out is use this sound. If you do that, I'll try and comment on your video. Road to 300K. This is my attempt. All right, y'all got to use that audio. We got to get it to like 1,000 shorts used. If you guys go use that audio, I'll go try to comment on your video, okay? Thank you guys so much for all the support. I'm charging my laptop back up. Everyone hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much. Guys, what are we doing, bro? Everyone spam click your screens. Double tap your screens, guys. Let's get to 1.7K likes. Sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. If you guys haven't watched and liked up all the shorts, you're not a real one. You're not a real one. How many years have you been on social media? So I started 2 years ago, but I wouldn't really count that because I was really inconsistent. I did gaming content, and I got to like 20K with that. And then I switched. I took a break, switched, and last summer I started. So a year of IRL content of me. Yeah, if y'all haven't liked up the shorts yet, you should definitely go like up the shorts. Guys, thank you so much for being on the stream. Laptop. We're almost back in business, guys. Does your hand hurt? Honestly, no. Honestly, guys, I'm going to make a lot of transitions because I'm going on vacation soon. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. So right now is the best time to subscribe because I'm going to have so much vacation content. So everyone hit that sub button if you haven't. And yeah. Trying to get to 280,000 today. All right, y'all. Let's go. If you donate, you get your name on the board, guys. Let's go. Let's do some more shout-outs. Guys, comment your names down in the chat. Hit that sub button. Shout out to Dash for subscribing. Shout out to Liz for subscribing. Shout out to... How do I donate? It should be a button down there or down there. Shout out to Mila for subscribing. Shout out to Lijana for subscribing. Shout out to Alexis for subscribing. Dallas for subscribing. Isla for subscribing. Damien, thank you so much, Damien, for the $1 donation. W, bro, thank you so much. Let's get your name right here. Damien, for the $1 dono. Appreciate you so much, man. Helps out the channel a lot. Really supports me, bro. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Clara for subscribing. Shout out to Gianna for subscribing. Shout out to Limari for subscribing. Morgan for subscribing. C-Ron for subscribing. How much money has Morgan donated? I don't know, a lot. Shout out to Naya for subscribing. Shout out to Jessica. Thank you for subscribing. You guys so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Shout out to Leela for subscribing. Amy for subscribing. Grayson for subscribing. Adam for subscribing. Gianna for subscribing. Layla for subscribing. Serene for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. We're about 500 subs away from 280. Honestly, chat, I might get off stream. I might get off stream, go live later. I don't know yet. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out, guys. Let's get some shout outs going. Comment your names in the chat. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Rosa. Shout out to Junhee for subscribing. Leah for subscribing. Marley for subscribing. Mulaney for subscribing. Archie for subscribing. Declan for subscribing. Tyler for subscribing. Thank you. Hank for subscribing. Thank you, Anaya. Thank you, Adam, for subscribing. Thank you, Mulaney. Thank you, Emil, for subscribing. Thank you, Declan. Thank you, Sloaney, for subscribing. Anna, for subscribing. Avery, for subscribing. Cooper, for subscribing. Landon, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names in the chat. Jessica! Thank you so much, Jessica, for the $2 donation. Let's get your name on the board. Jessica, thank you so much for that donation. Really means a lot. Really helps out the channel. Your name is on the board. Thank you so much. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat if you want a shout out. Shout out to Maya for subscribing. Shout out to Declan for subscribing. Alani for subscribing. Summer for subscribing. Rachel for subscribing. Thank you so much. Ayan for subscribing. Mulaney. Rachel for subscribing. Ayan for subscribing. Rain for subscribing. Josiah for subscribing. James for subscribing. Rebecca for subscribing. Amy for subscribing. K-pop for subscribing. Adam for subscribing. Taylor for subscribing. Eva for subscribing. Carter for subscribing. Bobby for subscribing. Amy, why do you hate me? I'm sorry. Shout out to Carter for subscribing. Guys, if you want to shout out, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We're 500 subs away from 280,000. Shout out to Ashley for subscribing. Layla for subscribing. Alexis for subscribing. Nora for subscribing. Louie for subscribing. Ashley for subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Tyler for subscribing. You love my videos. Thank you so much, bro. Shout out to Grace for subscribing. Angel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Dallas, for subscribing. Elsa for subscribing. Aina for subscribing. Jesse for subscribing. Jameson for subscribing. Emma for subscribing. Kenna for subscribing. Kia for subscribing. I like pickleball the best. Shout out to Mallory for subscribing. Brooke for subscribing. Thank you so much, Liz, for subscribing. Thank you, Grace, for subscribing. Thank you, Brooke, for subscribing. Thank you, Mallory, for subscribing. Thank you, Beverly, for subscribing. Thank you, Vanity, for subscribing. Thank you, Alex, for subscribing. Thank you, Luna, for subscribing. Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all so much. Everyone in the chat, do me a favor. Everyone, double tap your screen. Spam click your screens like this. Let's get to 2,000 likes, guys. Spam click your screens like this. Everyone, hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, guys. Low-key, I want to go watch that parents video fully through. Hold on. Guys, in just a second, I'll get back to doing shout-outs. I'm watching this.
Okay, I want you
Bro, it's too laggy.
Okay, do I... Mom, I'm not done with the land.
Guys, hit that sub button. Comment your names down in the chat. I gotta watch that later. It's longer than I thought. Let's go, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to Stacy for subscribing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Alani. Shout out to Rachel. Shout out to Wee for subscribing. Adam. Tyrese for subscribing. All right, we finished a whole nother page, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm running out of paper. I'm running out of paper, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Comment your names down in the chat for a shout out. We got like a couple loose pieces of paper left, guys. We're 500 away from 280, which is absolutely insane. Guys, I think, not going to lie, I'm going to get off stream. I think I'm going to get off stream, guys. Do you play soccer? Yes, I do. Guys, should I get off stream? Alright, y'all. I'm going to get off stream for now, but I'm going to go live later. I'm going to go live later. Don't worry. I'll find a time to go live later. Trust. But, guys, look. If you haven't already, guys. If you haven't already, go like up all the shorts I posted today. Go like the shorts I posted. Go watch this long form video I posted 2 days ago. Almost 1,000 views. Thank you so much. See ya, Hannah. And then, yeah, use the audio. Everyone go use this audio. Like this short. Everyone go like this short, guys. Thank you so much. Go like this short. I'm going to respond to some of your comments on the if you use the audio. But yeah, peace out. Thank you so much to all the donators. God bless all of you guys. Have a great rest of your day. See y'all later. I'll stream later if I can. Peace out.